During the COVID-19 pandemic, you would have experienced either fear or frustration, or a combination of both. Fear of sickness or job loss, frustration, either that no one was taking it seriously enough, or that people were taking it too seriously, and freedoms were being limited. As we open this venue and start meeting live again, we will experience some of those same feelings. Paul Tripp has an analogy where what happens under pressure is similar to what happens when you shake a bottle. What will come out of that bottle is what is already in there. When we feel shaken under pressure, we want a love for one another, patience, peace, and love for each other, and love for God to come out, rather than frustration, short-tempered, or judgment. So pray that God will be growing His fruit in you, so that when you experience these pressures, good stuff will come bubbling out. So what we need to understand about one another is that we'll all fall somewhere in two extremes at the moment. And we need to try and understand and care for each other. Here they are. Number one, I still feel concerned about gathering in any form. Now, you should feel free to exercise that caution by joining in virtually, while considering how best you can encourage and spur on the rest of your Christchurch Cascades family, including those who are feeling the need to gather under the prescribed regulations. You can encourage others from your home by joining in live via Zoom, by participating in the service at the same time, so that even though not all of us are here, we're still gathered as Christchurch Cascades. The second feeling you might be is that you're not feeling at all concerned, and you're going to be queuing up outside the doors as soon as they open. Whilst enjoying the provision that we have been granted to meet, you should also be considering those around you by protecting them both from physical harm as well as from undue stress. So keeping our masks on, practicing social distancing will allow others to feel safe and comfortable to attend again. In either case, the Christian attitude should always be to sacrifice my personal preferences for the good of others. So as we enter this new phase of our church life and the life of our country, let's look to model our attitudes on that of Jesus. And I'll get you to go look at Philippians 2, verses 5 to 11 for that model.
In order to facilitate the whole family having a chance to meet in person and to ensure that we comply by the regulated 50 max limit, we will all need to pre-book to attend a service at the venue on Sundays. This will also save you from arriving only to find that the service is full. This is how it's going to work. On Tuesdays, a specific home church group will be given first choice to register. This group will be rotated each week, and details of which group you are in will be sent to our Christchurch Cascades WhatsApp group. You'll have until Wednesday evening to book your spot. On Thursday, booking will open up to everyone else until all spaces are full. And once the limit of 50 is reached, bookings will then be closed. Some further details on how to register. You'll receive a link to a booking form. The form is also up on our website, so you can find it there. You can use this form once to book in your entire family. Please choose the right ticket types and the number of each, and you'll see there the three options: adult, older child, younger child. Please capture all details for regulatory purposes. If you book a ticket and then feel symptoms of COVID, let Mandy or Richard know so that we can firstly pray for you, and then your space can then be opened up again for others. And folks, can we ask, please don't book a spot and then not pitch because it's a beautiful day outside and Midmar looks great. Folks are queuing to get into the service, and so we'd love to fill this venue up.
Children are part of the Christchurch Cascades family, and we want them here on a Sunday, providing, just like the adults, they have no COVID symptoms and they have not recently been in direct contact with a positive case. Secondly, that they are both willing and able to keep their masks on and maintain social distancing from others, and that you parents are willing to monitor and take responsibility for this at all times. Folks, given that our services will be streaming live from this venue to many households, children present will need to be able to be reasonably quiet throughout the entire service, especially the Bible reading, sermon, and prayer, so that everyone, both here and streaming in, will be able to hear it. If you feel like your kids won't manage with the masks and social distancing, or if they won't manage to be able to sit quietly, why not arrange to gather regularly with another family in a home to attend the service virtually? Or parents, you can take turns. Or you can ask one of the Christchurch Cascades family to look after your child for one Sunday afternoon. The following provisions will be made for kids here. We'll screen the kids slot as per usual, 15 minutes before the start of the service. Secondly, there will be a comfortable space available at the back for children to sit quietly with the craft or the activity from our kids' talk, or just a book or craft if they want to sit quietly and play. Parents, we do consider our children to be part of our covenant family, our church family. And this might seem overly restrictive, but at the moment, with the seating restrictions and even with our venue restrictions, we don't have the facilities or the capability to provide kids' church as we have in the past. So for this time, please would you bear with the rest of the church family and think carefully about whether this will be the right space for your child or children to be on a Sunday afternoon.
We'll arrive at the venue 30 minutes before the service begins. Park only in basement parking B1 or B2. Keeping this rule will allow us to keep the venue. What's best would be to park close to the elevators and stairs on the far side from the Pick and Pay so as to avoid congestion with other churches. Take the lift or the stairs to floor 1. The venue is directly above the Clicks. You'll need to check in at the welcome desk and confirm that you don't have any COVID symptoms. If you have any symptoms, you'll unfortunately be asked to return home. When you book your place, you'll be issued with a ticket. It'll come via email. You don't need to print this ticket out and bring it with you. We'll have your registration details with us. You will be asked to sanitize your hands as you enter. You'll need to keep your masks on at all times and maintain a distance of 1.5 meters from all other attendees. Find somewhere to sit. Seats will be spaced out according to guidelines. Please leave them where they are. However, if you're attending with members of your household, you can move them together. But please will you return chairs back to their marked spaces at the end of the service. And then enjoy worshiping God with your Christchurch Cascades family, both physically present and linked in virtually. Well, the current regulations specify no socializing before or after the service. And while we might consider tea and coffee and hanging out together as part of the service, we take it to mean that for now, for the moment, we cannot provide refreshments for our Sunday gatherings. You may bring your own drinks in a travel mug or pick up a coffee from the coffee box on your way in. We just want to ask that if you are buying a coffee, please don't put your generic cup down for others to confuse it with theirs. And when you are finished with your coffee, to pop it into one of the recycling bins provided. If children are bringing in water bottles, please ensure that these are not left behind or left lying around for other children to then pick up and use.
Not to worry, there are a few other things that you can do. Firstly, the CCC service is still going to be on YouTube, so you can watch it if you're on call or if you happen to be away on Sunday afternoon. But secondly, you can join in live on Zoom. And this is the preferred option, really. That means that you can stream in. We'll be able to see you. You'll be able to see us. And it will feel like even though only 50 of us are here, the rest of us are still gathering with us. Thirdly, we're allowed up to 10 visitors in a home. So why not invite someone to your place or join someone at theirs, and so you can all Zoom in together. If you can't invite someone to your space and you feel awkward to kind of phone someone and say, oh, please, can I come to your house? Just pop a message on your home church group and say, hey, who's gathering this Sunday? Can I be part of it? Those amongst us who feel comfortable to host others in our home, I think we should be especially considering those who are on their own, those who are unable to connect digitally, or just those who are in particular need of fellowship, and saying to them, come on around for church this Sunday. Once a month, this is the fourth thing, for the next few months, starting on September the 20th, that's this Sunday, there will be an arranged CCC church family lunch, and you can sign up to host or sign up to attend a lunch with a few other people. Hosts and guests will be randomly put together based on capacity, and you'll have a chance to get to know some of the folks in the CCC family that you might not usually see. The sign up, you can look out for it every month, And don't forget, this week's one is on the church WhatsApp group, so do link in from there. Christchurch Cascades is a redeemed family of servants on mission, and every change in time in life gives us opportunities to serve in different ways. For families with young kids, this could be a tricky period, as parents would love to come to church, but their young kids might not manage the services, and so they won't be able to be here. So why not offer to babysit for them? You can, on the weeks that you're not attending a service here at the venue, offer to look after one family's younger kids so that the parents are able to book their spot and attend the gathering. It would be a great act of love for parents. Here are the ways in which you can connect with the service on a Sunday afternoon. You can be here at the physical meeting. If you've managed to get a spot, that'd be awesome. You can, secondly, with other folks from church or even other family and friends, Zoom in from your home. And thirdly, we'll still be sending out that YouTube link so that you can carry on watching our services if you've been watching from far away. But we'd love to connect with you, so do try the Zoom option to actually be a part of the service. That would be great. And if you are someone who wants to be part like that, but we don't have your contact details, please get in touch. You might want to send them to richard@christchurchcascades.co.za. Thank you.